Acres long of wood and wire, foot to ground he walked that line. The hardest thing he ever did was just to reach the other side. Walk that mark, the changes of a different life to come. He didn't walk to prove he could, but because the other side was home. You can be broken and still belong. You can feel beaten and still be strong. You can find your herd, your kind, your tribe. Herds, they never lie. He made that wall, and one by one they came along that fence line. Not with a stance or lowered head, just watching as he climbed. They met him first along that wire, stood with him every day since then. And when his walk came to a close, they met him there again. You can fall and get up again. You can hurt and still live with pain. You can still be called to something more, and your faith will still remain. You can be lost and still find home. You can lose the things you think you own. You can find your herd, your kind, your tribe. And herds, they never lie. You know, herds, they never lie.
That was mean. It's really
Well,
mean.
I
You
didn't
didn't
make
warn
the darn
me.
video. It was mean, but I guess I should have given you a warning to grab a
Like
tissue.
something. Jeez, look at me like this is.
Well, hi to hello, everybody. Hi to hello. Cheers, everybody. You got a drink over there? What you drinking?
A Red Bull.
Sugar-free Red Bull. I'm doing water bottles. Mm.
I mean, it's 8 o'clock at night and I'm fighting it.
It's beautiful to me. You know, of course, little Gary's been gone for a while now, but seeing how he looked when he first got here, and then seeing how all of the cows, the Longhorn, just accepted him, and there you saw a little snippet of them actually playing, and he became one of them. And he was just such a pleasure to be around, and just a sweet, sweet little fella. Never had a moment of, didn't cause any trouble whatsoever.
No.
He just found his place here. And I think that he lived a pretty good life that while he was here. He got so fat. Did you see how fat he was there?
He was tiny when he first came, like scrawny tiny.
He never missed a meal. I'll say that about little Gary. They all let him eat from the feed buggy. And he was just, what's wrong?
We were just looking at like we're floating heads a little bit ago.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and so little Gary, guys, we miss him. But thank you so much to Megan who took
Oh,
the
it was
time to
beautiful.
build that. And she, of course, she always writes the lyrics first, and then she sends them to me to my thoughts on them. And I just, wow, I'm like, wow, this is just beautiful. And then she gets it all choreographed together and sends me the copy. And so I think that that's probably 22 now, 22 videos.
That's crazy.
Maybe it might be 23,
That's absolutely
but
crazy.
it's a lot. And then there's actually another one that I've not played yet that I'll have to surprise you with maybe next Sunday. All right. So it's another tear jerker though. It's a tear jerker, guys. It's a tear jerker.
Why you gotta do that?
Yeah. Well, as you can see, and you're welcome to jump in anywhere. I'm not wearing my Texan jersey because we are officially eliminated from the playoffs.
All you gotta say is that the Texan jersey's in the laundry. That's it. Like you don't even have to like announce the defeat.
No, because I would have. I'm absolutely want to give props to the Patriots. It was I wouldn't even say it was a pretty game. Anyone that watches football, you've seen good games. For example, the game with the Bills yesterday was a good game. I think that most of us appreciate a good game. No matter who wins, you want your team to win, or you want the team that you're rooting for to do well, but you just want to see a good game. You don't want to see, no, it was not a good game. Well, the Bills had a great game. They played wonderfully, but lost to Denver. And of course, the Texans played the Patriots, and it was not a very pretty game. And the Texans lost to the Patriots. So now I am officially going for the Patriots to win Super Bowl.
I was going to ask you, like, who's your...
Yep. Between the other teams who are still competing, I think that I would rather the Patriots win. And for no particular reason, really, it's just the fact that I guess I have more interest in some of the Patriot players than I do players on the other teams. So, anywho, we'll see what happens. You have no thoughts on football whatsoever.
I'm sorry. I might have went live during the football game today.
You went live during the football game? Well, I bet no one was watching because they're all watching football.
Probably. I cleaned out my pantry.
Oh.
Our pantry.
Oh.
Yeah, I cleaned out our pantry on a live today because I wasn't trying to be like anti-football. I'm just like, I don't watch football. I'm going to do this instead and be productive. And
nothing wrong with that.
Then I made people hold me accountable because like I was in the decision place of, do I take this opportunity to take a nap or do I be productive? So I was productive and I cleaned out the pantry.
All right. Well, I can't wait to see it. I'll say that I had a very productive day as well. Now we played basketball. We had Jake, shirtless Jake, come over. He brought his entire family. So
I'm so mad that I missed it. Nobody said, "Hey, there's a baby coming." No one.
Yeah, that was wonderful. Now Lissa brought the baby inside the RV for a bit. That's why you found a baby bottle in here when you come in. She's like, whoa, hold on. Why's there a baby
I'm like,
bottle
what
on
did
this
you do
counter?
today?
So Lissa brought the baby in because it was cold for a lot of the time. But that little June, and of course Jake played. That little kid, man, he is in his dad's pocket. Like know the way the dogs follow us around.
Yeah.
And I had to kind of shoo the dogs out of the way when we're playing basketball. We're having to like shoo that little kid. Well, he just wanted to walk around the basketball court. We're playing serious ball.
I have two questions. Did he have shoes on?
At the beginning, no. At the end, yes.
Did he have pants on?
He had pants on.
Well, that's a win. It's gonna be fine then.
It was wonderful to have Jake come over and play, and then little Chris, and then we went to go watch football afterwards. We went to our favorite Sunday hangout. We have a little place here in town that I don't think we've ever videoed or talked about, and I don't know why, but maybe we should because I really
You're
like
there once a week at least.
And then I'll tell you what, and I haven't told you this, that Jamie's first time hearing this, but our sweet waitress who we've had serving us for 2 years, she's wonderful. And she walks up and she put her arms around me. And we're in front of everybody, my sons, and of course, everyone's there and the games are on. And she whispers, she goes, "I saw your video." And I'm like, "Which one?" And she goes, my cancer video.
Aww.
I says, "Carla," I says, "Thank you." I says, "Everyone here knows." Everyone here knows. My boys know. Everyone here at the table knows. And she says, "Well," she goes, "just so you know," she goes, "I also have cancer." And I'm like, "What?" And she does. She says that she's been diagnosed with breast cancer. And I said, "Well, you know what we're going to do? You and me are going to fight this cancer together. We're going to keep up with each other, and we're going to figure out what's going on with everything. And we're both going to be fine." And she goes, "I want to give you something." Now, I don't know what you did with it because I know it was sitting here.
Oh, no.
Did you see a little plastic baggie with a whole bunch of little things in it?
Yeah.
You threw it away?
I thought it was Junior Snacks. It's that pink baggie right there. Literally, that's it right there. Here, I'll find it.
I think it was a plastic baggie, not a pink baggie.
Yellow. It's yellow.
It's yellow.
I literally thought it was. I thought it was Junior Snacks. That's why.
Well, so
I'm so sorry.
It
was next to the baby bottle.
She gave me this, and I'm like, "What is it?" And she says that I think I'm gonna let you figure it out because I don't know what it is. Does anyone know what that might be? Here, can you hold it up?
It looks like a bulb of some sort.
Pill it.
It's a nut. It's like a seed of some sort.
She says, eat one of these every day. And I'm like, oh my God. I told her I would, but I'm thinking, nah, Jamie has me taking Ivermectin. And now this lady wants me to take this over here. I'm like, Lord, you
I don't know what it is. I really thought that they were like little cereals in a bag. Apricot seeds, people say.
Those are apricot seeds? I really have no idea. Well, would you try it and see how it tastes? I doubt she's gonna.
Hold on. Another woman gives you something to take
to cure my cancer.
You say, and now you're like, take this on the live, Jamie.
You think she's trying?
I don't know what it is. No, I think that you're trying to kill me.
You think? Oh, you think she gave me a date rape drug?
No, I think that she was like, just give this to Jamie.
So it has some kind of a shell. There's a shell. Guys, there's a shell. It has a shell around.
The man who doesn't try rhubarb pie is going to try a baggie full of or apple pie. Let's just make sure that we.
Oh, it's hot. It's so hot. It is so hot. Try it, everybody.
No.
Oh, does anyone know what that is?
I smell it.
Is it garlic?
It smells like garlic.
Could that be garlic?
Let me smell it.
Can anyone Google and see if raw garlic is a anti-cancer anything?
But it doesn't show up like garlic.
It's hot though. It's hot.
It's not ginger. Ginger's a root. The reason I say it's not garlic is because look at these. You picked the biggest one, by the way.
Well, I wanted people to be able to see what it was. So I'm just peeling it. All right, so that might be garlic, Jamie. But is there anyone, or you can take your phone and just try to Google and see if people use garlic as an
Garlic is incredible for so many things. It's an antibacterial. It helps build immune. Like there's so much. But I'm gonna do this and ask ChatGPT what this is.
Well, I just ate it. The whole thing.
You literally will not try my apple pie, and you just tried some random baggie full of
garlic. Garlic is good for you, not for your dogs. Well, I doubt that our dog's going to be eating garlic anyway. I can promise you that. Jamie's trying to figure it all out, guys. But to a lot of people here, Jamie, it looks to be like wild garlic. Jamie's reading all about it. But you know what? I'll have to, when I see her next, I'll have to ask her exactly what she told me to take one a day of. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. Hey, I want to talk to you, and I need to talk to you about something very serious. Okay. And I mean, like really serious. I put a posting onto Facebook and YouTube to the community tab. Guys, right now, especially now when things start happening in someone's life or something, you have to be on really high alert of scammers who are going to try to come out and pretend to be someone that they are not. And so I got an email today from a very sweet lady who I just feel so sorry for, who messaged me, and I'll let you read the email with me. I think this is the one.
I'm going to do one more thing here.
I want you to be a part of this too.
I will.
All right. So she says, Lester, there are so many imposters and scammers. Please respond. This came to my email. Can you please tell me, do you have a TikTok? And have you been messaging me? And she goes, is the TikTok messages really you? Did you ask me to download an app called Signal to continue secure conversations? And she goes, I don't want to be blabbering my life story to someone that's not really you. So I replied back and I says, ma'am, I says, I have not been messaging you. I says, I have a TikTok that I don't use much. I says, but I would never reach out and message anybody. And friends, Jamie and I have preached that for years. You have to stop believing things, because anybody can copy an image. They can take Jamie's exact profile, copy it, and use it as themselves.
They do.
They name themselves from Suits to Boots. And then they find out who you are because they see who follows Jamie. So they will message you.
Yeah.
And this lady began to get messages from who she thought was me. Now they're so clever that they say, hey, why don't we message on a different app so we can talk more personal or whatever. Now, I don't know where it was all going, but here's what I worry about the most is they are going to start asking for money. I can almost guarantee you that there's going to be somebody who's going to create a fake Longhorn Lester and say, hey, I've been diagnosed with cancer. Can you please donate to my GoFundMe? I am not asking you for a penny. Don't believe that. There's not going to be, and like I said this morning, I hope I speak for all of the Morrows that we're not going to sit there and start a whole bunch of GoFundMes for ourselves. You have to be smart enough to realize that if it seems too good to be true, it probably is.
We're also not going to FaceTime with you or ask you to download another app to talk to us. We're not, like, there's so many things that they have a way of doing. We get emails that say, we'd love for you to join this podcast. We're so excited for you to join this podcast, but we just need to be able to set up your Facebook. So we just need to be able to do a Zoom with you. And what they're doing is capturing your login and mirroring your stuff. So seriously, we're never going to do that with you. No, we don't have agents that are going to reach out to you.
No.
And we're never going to ask you to download another app to talk to us or any of those things. Like
we have said before that we would love to be able to meet you all individually and get to know you all on a one-on-one. We would love that more than anything in the world, but we're not. And there's none of us are going to reach out and try to find you and lead you to come chat with us on some other platform or some other. Don't believe it. You're being scammed. My mom has been scammed. My dad has been scammed. I have been scammed. And you would think that we're smarter, but we've all found ourselves victim or prey to really smart scammers. Don't forget the lady who recently said that my dad asked her for money to help with the kittens. That's a lie. Yeah. It's a lie. My dad did not ask anyone financial help for the kittens. These people watch the channel and they're like, I'm going to pretend like I'm Pawpaw and ask Ronnie and Mans and all these people down the list if they just message them individually. Hey, just to let you know, I want to get the kittens fixed and me and G need money or whatever. Don't believe that. It's not us. You're giving your money to someone else.
We're not on WhatsApp. We're not on any communication apps. We're not on Snapchat. We're not on, what is that one called? Signal or whatever.
No, but also, I will say that we do have email.
We have email.
And we respond to you through emails.
But we're not emailing you first.
But we're not emailing you.
That's the thing is we're not reaching out to you saying, hey, Brenda, thanks for watching today's video. Wanted to know if you wanted to chat on Signal. That's not going to be us at all. Anyway,
she did reply with this over here, because when I asked her, I says, please tell me you have not given them any personal information or financial stuff or anything to do with a GoFundMe or anything like that. And she says, no, Definitely not. That's why I reached out to you through email right away, because it's the only contact information that I knew was 100% your email. When the scammer asked if I had the app, better to communicate with people, especially while I'm not on live, that was a red flag to me. So I emailed you. It probably would be a good idea on your next live to mention scammers are aware of your cancer diagnosis and maybe asking for donations. So she gave me the idea, and it's a wonderful suggestion to let you all know that no one is asking for money. All right. So do not believe it. Okay. Don't believe it. And if you do get a request for money and you want to see if it's true or not, ask me or Jamie through an email. But ask through an email if it's true. Don't just believe it and give someone your credit card or your PayPal or anything else.
We're never going to ask you for money. Never. We're not asking for money.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was going to say we would answer their questions about
that's
not Jake. No, that's not my dad. That is not my mom.
That's correct. That is correct. Yeah. We would absolutely be able to verify.
So, all right.
Well, so these are not apricot or persimmon seeds. I have no idea what they are.
Well, that's just great. It's in my belly now. One's in
Okay.
Or can you breaker 19, breaker 19, breaker 19, breaker 19. Jamie, are we still live? You might have to check on your phone, because I just saw that we froze, and I don't know if we
scammers
came
are
back.
Onto us.
The scammers are onto us, guys. The scammers are onto us. They're trying to shut us down. The scammers are trying to. Okay, we're still alive. Woo-wee.
Yeah, we are.
I don't know how that happened. So I wanted to get that part of the live talked about. I know that you don't want to talk business. You don't want to talk business, but you know what? I talk protection. And I do not want to see, especially the elderly or the older folks on here who might be more vulnerable to falling for scams, just like that lady almost did. So please don't believe it. Okay. If you want to talk to me or Jamie, you're welcome to email us, and we'll try to get to it. But we get hundreds of emails. Jamie more than me. She has work emails, and I have emails, and we just cannot sit all day replying to emails. We can't. But I try to at least scroll through them best I can. All right. But we're not going to reach out to you. We're not. All right. All right. So I said it. And then Jamie said, we ain't going to ask you for money. So we said it. All right. Okay. As far as my cancer goes, I still have no answers. I will not know until Wednesday. And then Jamie and I don't really know what to expect Wednesday. When I go for the first initial visit, will they do anything? Will he schedule me for another visit to tell me stuff? Will he take his own samples? I have no idea. And so I don't know what to expect. I don't know what will happen. I don't know the time frame. I don't know anything. So we've already done a biopsy, which is how I found out I have what I have. But I've been referred to a cancer doctor.
What internet are you
on? We're all pulling on the Wi-Fi.
Okay, I think you need to switch to one of our
a hotspot. Okay, we're gonna do a switch over to a hotspot. It's gonna be a 5 or 10 second delay. Tell me whenever you're ready.
Ready.
Guys, I'm going to switch over to a hotspot so we can have better signal. It's going to be a couple of minute delay, and it's going to start on 5, 4. Just stay with us. 3, 2. Make it pretty, because it's going to freeze your face. Okay. So be smiling.
Look, it is, and I have no eyebrows. This light takes my eyebrows away.
I think that we're back.
Seriously.
I think that we're back, but I was tell you what, I was trying to hold that smile so long that I was yeah, I was trying to hold that smile so long. At some point I'm just like growling, like okay. we're back, guys. So, look, there are still people who are saying you're froze.
Okay.
I tried to let you know that when we switch over, it's going to be a temporary freeze and it's going to come back, hopefully, with better signal than what we had. And so, as of right now, I'm hoping that you're able to see us better and we will stop having the lagging issues that we were. But if you're still frozen, then it's something on your end because we're good. And there's people over here by the hundreds telling us that we're back. They can see us and they're saying good 10-4, good buddy, 10-4. All right. So that's wonderful.
I am going to go with Lester on Wednesday. I think it's a good idea to have a second set of ears just to listen. I will not interject. I won't do any of those things, but it'll be good to just have a second set, I think.
And yeah, so my whole thing is, having the and then I don't want to repeat what I've talked about in other live streams. And that's the hardest thing about going live is you have a different audience than what we had in the morning or what we had yesterday. So you never really want to say too much information because it's going to be heard by different people and it's not, you know what I'm saying? So I'll just have to remind you all that to find out any specifics, I don't know myself. I know what kind of cancer I have, but I don't know how far it spread. And I don't know if what I will have to have done to get rid of it. We have no idea. And I've already shared all that with you. So now it's just having to wait and wait and wait, which is the hardest thing to do. But I told Jamie, and this may be the hardest thing that I'm going to have to do. I says, no matter what, I'm a survivor guy. I started all that. I am we're all survivors of something. I'm that guy. So I cannot let it break me. You understand that? And I says, Jamie, if you have to kick me in the ass to get me up and get me going, I says, do not let me start feeling sorry for myself. Do not let me sit around and have my own little pity party. I says, if I'm going to be the guy who's always told you to get up and take a step and one step and baby step and all those things, then don't you dare let me find myself in a funk. And and I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to be positive and I'm going to laugh my way through it. As a matter of fact, it was so funny today for everyone else except for me that we were playing basketball and little Chris goes, I'll cover Cancer Boy. Yeah. Little Chris says, I'll cover Cancer Boy. And I says, Cancer Boy? He goes, well, you are. I'm like, could you call me Cancer Man? Could you call me Cancer? And he goes, no, I'm going to cover Cancer Boy. And I'm like, man, you're just mean. Y'all are just the meanest group out here. And then Big Chris is trying to find where my biopsy was at so he can start poking me. I'm like, why are you doing that? He goes, I just want to find out where I can poke you, where I can get the best advantage here. I'm like, y'all are just so mean.
Man.
I told y'all Jake wanted to know if I was contagious.
Oh my God.
So listen.
This is why I don't come over for that crap. Like, I'll just stay in my own world, my own space. It's all fine. I did miss out on the babies today, but
yeah. That's the way men just do, guys. I'm not trying to be insensitive to you and your particular ailments. And if anyone else has struggled, but I will say this, I have to do this for myself.
Yes.
I have to be positive for myself. And if my coping mechanism is humor, then please allow me to be humor. You may not find humor. I'm not trying to trigger you, but let me cope with the way I know how to cope. And I learn just to laugh it off and let me laugh and let me sing and let me kazoo. And I'm just going to kazoo myself right on through this. Okay. And you can join me or you don't have to. All right. So
speaking of singing, I thought for sure yesterday at the Providence Market that when they handed you that microphone, that at some point in time,
no,
there was Titanic. I did. I was like, I almost said it, and I was like, do not bring it into fruition. Do not make it to be true, and it won't happen. But I did. I thought that you were gonna bust out into the Titanic song, or maybe Lady in Red, or maybe Danny's song. I don't know, but I genuinely thought, oh my God, oh my God,
Jamie.
I know. Sorry. I thought that was going to happen. Listen, if you give a Morrow a microphone, they will not give it back. Typically that doesn't happen. So I was certain that that was going to happen. And then when I realized how much that you enjoy being the commentator, I started to think about, like, could we get
true?
Oh my God, that is 1,000,000% true.
That is not even true. I did it because I was asked to do it, Jamie. I was asked.
You loved it.
Well, I was asked. I didn't volunteer for it. I didn't say, hey, choose me, pick me, pick me.
You loved it. And then here's the thing. I also thought, could we find you an opportunity to be the bingo caller on Saturday night so you could live out your dream of calling bingo, and then I could play bingo, and that would just be like the most fun Saturday night ever. Just one time, just maybe one time. How fun would that be?
That would be fun, because I would say, oh, 69. Oh, 69. I would live
Cancer boy
to get 069, guys.
Cancer
If I was the bingo caller, them old folks in there playing bingo, if it was ever 069, they better watch. They better hold on to them, to their bridges, because I'm going to make all kinds of ruckus about it. Okay. 069. I've always wanted to call that one at the bingo hall. Okay. And then if you ever notice, the guy or the girl who does call it, they can never call it without blushing. Have you ever noticed that?
No.
I've played bingo, and at the bingo halls I've been to, if they ever call 069, I'll tell you what, you look and find them, they're always blushing. They're always like kind of like this over here, like taking a sip of water so that no one sees their faces. Yeah. 069. Who got 069? They love that, guys. People love that.
Now I have to find, like,
Go
the
play
only person
bingo
I know.
just to hear a caller say 069.
Well, yeah. Now we're gonna go play bingo together, and then we're gonna see if we can get you a temporary job.
Oh boy,
it's gonna be fun.
Well, I do have a temporary job I have to do. I've been asked a favor. I'm going to show y'all this favor. It comes to my email, and she goes, "My daughter and I are huge fans of you and Jamie. She turns 10 tomorrow, January the 18th, which is today, right? Mm-hmm. Could you please kazoo her a birthday song on Sanctuary Sunday? Bonnie has waited months to turn double digits. Aww. She loves you and your birthday song and can't wait to hear it sang for her. I got third place one night in Cahoots. She and I came into your live, and she had the best time taking over, asking you all the questions. Thanks for all you do. Prayers for you and your journey. We love you, and we know that you got this. And so allow me to make a young lady's double digit, 10 years old, double digits, meaning a 1 and a 0, double digits, her birthday wish. So everyone tell her, happy birthday, Bonnie, and allow me to do this, Jamie, without rolling your eyes, please. Bonnie, this is for you. Ready? Here we go. And many more. Your pants are tore. Bonnie, go to the store and buy some more. Now, while you're there, wash your hair, but don't forget your underwear. Happy birthday, Bonnie.
Happy birthday, Miss Bonnie.
10 years old, and she loves her some Longhorn Leicester and some Jamie cakes. And we're very blessed to have you, Bonnie. And it was a pleasure. Now, there's a lot of people right now, Jamie, who are struggling with their fibromyalgia or their IBS, and this just probably ruined their Sunday. They had done so well through all the things they put up with this weekend. They were doing so well, and now they're over there having outbreaks of fibromyalgia, and others who have been run off to the toilet with their IBS. I'm so sorry, but that was for Bonnie, and Bonnie deserves that. Okay, all right. There.
I'm not making fun of either one of those diagnoses, okay?
Well, yes, it looks like you are.
But the fact...
It looks like you're laughing at people with the fibromyalgia and the IBS.
I am not laughing at people with fibromyalgia.
Now I can roll my eyes, too.
Somebody's going to literally clip that moment like, Jamie's laughing at people that have fibromyalgia.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's the fact that the kazoo exacerbates either one of those.
Hey, Jamie, you saw the email. You saw the email.
It's the IBS for me. It's like
Now, listen, guys, I get a lot of emails, okay? Like I said, I just kind of like scan through them, but sometimes I'll screenshot them and show them to Jamie, okay? And I don't want to talk, I don't want to take all of your time talking about my emails, but I got another one over here.
oh my God.
I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it, but not show it. But I will show you a little bit later. I'll tell you what she did. Now, you know what? I don't want to change the direction of a really fun live stream because I'm having fun, aren't you?
Having a really good time.
I'll be honest, guys. I almost asked Jamie, hey, could you do it without me tonight? I'm just not feeling it. I don't feel. And she's like, get up, get over there. And I'm like, well, I've had a really long day.
Hold on. That is wrong of you to say that because tell them what I really did. I scratched your legs and feet and rubbed your legs and feet. And
I've
then
had a long day, I'm telling you.
I scratched and rubbed his back.
Well,
and
I'm
said,
sick,
come on.
Jamie. I'm sick. Please, I need it.
Come on. Now let's go. And he's like, okay.
Well, I'm here now. I'm having a great time. See, I'm having a great time now. I'm having fun now. So I'm glad. Okay. So, anywho's, well.
Wow. Just wow. On
You
so
know,
many levels.
I know. How excited are you to watch the big wedding event that happened here yesterday?
I'm pretty excited.
Well, that video comes out tomorrow, Jamie.
Okay. I didn't know if it played today or what you had going on with that.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of a backstory to it, and I would love to share the backstory, but I'm not going to, because if I do, no one's going to watch my video. I know the way you guys operate. Now, you don't have to watch anyway. There's other things you could watch. But if you want to see a wedding event that happened right here at the JL Ranch with animals involved, some of your favorite animals, and Fire Chief Chris, who was the witness, as I officiated the very first wedding here at the JL Ranch. And also in doing that, I also checked one thing off my bucket list because that was one of those things that I've always wanted to do, was officiate a wedding. And I did it. And it was beautiful. There.
I might have offered either of our services to someone who recently got engaged as well. Before that happened, this was like 2 weeks ago. I don't know if that engagement is officially announced just yet.
Well, once they see my officiate, they may
Change their
back
mind?
out real fast. If they were thinking it might be fun to have Lester do it, they're probably going to change their mind. Because listen, I had no notes and I even forgot their names. Okay. I forgot these sweet couples' names. They were sitting here ready to get married. And I'm like,
Lester Eugene Morrow.
Jamie, listen to me. I have a lot on my mind. Do you not get that I have a lot on my mind?
Very much so. It's mostly football and basketball games and fried chicken legs and all of those things.
And kazooing to sweet little girls, Jamie. Don't forget that.
How could I ever forget it?
No. So it's been a fun weekend for me. Jamie's been very productive. She did go visit her friend Rebecca. And you want to talk about that a little bit, or is that something you don't want to talk about? Or
it was a really hard visit, and think the outlook is very grim. And I've had a lot of emotion around that. So no, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
No.
Okay.
So you guys just know that we met Rebecca through the channel, and she has always been good to us, always offered her services when it comes to the t-shirt, you know, how they make t-shirts. I have my lady, and Jamie has her lady, and her lady is Rebecca. And so Rebecca's not doing real well, and she might not even make it. So you guys just remember her family and her in your prayers. All righty. So
yeah,
it's scary. It's a, you know, I'm certain that she's younger than I am.
She's younger than me.
She's younger than you are. Yeah. So, you know, different people go through, and guys, you may have never met her. So everyone who's asking, who's Rebecca?
Rebecca's a friend of mine.
She's a friend of Jamie's.
I met through the channel several years ago. She's come up and spent days with me. We've gone and gotten chickens together. She's helped. She's also
She's
friends with
done
your
stuff with Megan and Ellie
I was
too.
just saying, and with your dad and mom, and with Sister Kim. And she's been very, sweet to our family, and she helped at the meet and greet with all of the merch table and all of those things as well.
She's made all of my Longhorn Lester caps,
Yeah.
And the I'm a Survivor caps. Just been really good with their business.
Her and her husband just recently did the most recent shirt sales as well.
The Meet the Morrow shirt, right?
The Meet the Morrow, and I got Morrowed, yeah.
I got Morrow, yeah.
Yeah, and the 3 shirt. But anyway, she felt very sick after the meet and greet.
I do believe that you have a video where you went to their shop.
I do.
Is she in that video?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're curious about who the sweet lady is, do you remember the title of that video? So you can find it through the title.
I think it's like I went to the end of the earth.
I went to the end of the earth because it was a long drive to where they live. Yet Rebecca has driven here multiple times, even though it's such a long drive.
Yeah.
So,
but y'all have met her. She was, like I said, she was at the meet and greet with us, and then the next day went to your family dinner as well with the rest of the family. And she's just a really sweet person, and she's critically ill.
It just reminds you of how fast life can take a turn, because here she was one day with us laughing and playing, and we had gone and hung out with her the day before. She'd come in to stay at an Airbnb the day before the Meet the Morrows, and we'd hung out with her, and she was just a joy to be around. The day of, she was fine. At least I thought that she was. And come to find out, a week later, she's in the hospital and she'd never come out. And that's been a long time. And now she's on a ventilator and she's just not doing real well. So you guys keep her in your thoughts, and her family as well, because, they're the ones who are going to be here to have to pick up all of the pieces. Yeah. So it's sad, but then also don't let it, remember, it could be a reminder to you all of how fast things can change. So take time to tell your kids that you love them. I made sure that I spent, a lot of time with Lex. Jamie and I played cards with him. We got him to play rummy
until 1 a.m.
And we made him play because, typical kid fashion, he wants to be on his phone or playing his Xbox or anything else. And I says, hey, put your phone down. I want to teach you a life lesson. He goes, oh, not that again. Because I've had a couple of talks with him already. He's 13. And I'm like, oh no, son, you got to learn this one. And so he's like singing, well, Jamie's here. Jamie's going to hear this talk too. And I'm like, listen, it's called rummy, and you need to know how to do this.
It's a good one. It's a good life lesson. No, we played till 1 o'clock in the morning. And by the 3rd round, he was into it.
Yeah.
And he understood it and was doing really well. So we had a really good time with that last night. But yeah, it's been a weekend.
Yeah. And of course, cooking for Lex and doing all the things that Lex wants to do and that we enjoy doing with Lex. So yeah, you just got to make sure that you love your kids, guys, and love those around you, love your friends and your neighbors, and just show that love, because you never know when you won't have a chance to. And so anywho's, where's Lex at? So when Ellie left here today, well, we all went to eat first. And then when we got back from eating, we turned on the football game had already gone off. And so we saw that the Texans had lost. We went out and shot a little more basketball. And then the boys, Ellie and Lex, went back to Plum Grove. So Lex took Kippy, and back to Plum Grove he goes, and leaves Jamie a horrible mess to clean up. Just a horrible mess. Just
it
blankets.
Looked like a bomb went off in here. I walked in and I'm like, what the hell?
Well, don't forget Lissa was here with that baby. It could have been
That's
Lissa
even
that
worse that you let her and the baby in here.
If I had known she was going to be here, I would have cleaned up ahead of time. And I says, Lissa, go in the RV where it's a lot warmer with the baby. Just know that I've had Lex all weekend. It's going to be a mess in there.
I'm mortified.
I know. I am too.
Like mortified that this was her experience.
Right.
I wish I would have known. I would have came and picked up Lissa, and we would have went to go eat somewhere or whatever. But or I could have cleaned before or anything like that. No, I was hanging out with y'all doing a live and cleaning out the pantry instead.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Oh well.
So I'm actually pulling for the Rams in the game going on right now.
You know they used to be in St. Louis, right?
Yes, I remember. So the Rams, they were also my favorite team growing up because I loved their jerseys. and they had their helmets had the ram horns on them. They don't have those anymore, I don't think. They still do.
Do they?
Yeah, they're playing right now with those ram horns.
Oh.
But the reason that I like the Rams over the Bears, and I'm sorry for you guys who are in Chicago, but or if you're Bear fans, is because of Matthew Stafford. See, I've always rooted for the underdog, and Matthew Stafford's having a wonderful year. He's 40 years old. So what does that tell you? An NFL player who's trying to stay in the game as long as he can, and he's in the running for the league MVP at 40 years old. And
Good
so,
for him.
and for that, I'm like, you know what, Matt Stafford, I don't know this for a fact. He was a Detroit Lion for years, but I don't think he's ever had a chance to go to the Super Bowl. I don't know that for a fact, so don't quote me on that one. But I kind of think it would be kind of nice to see someone like that who's already that age and been around for that long, and because to make it that long in a sport like football, Lord, So, anywho. So, yeah, they're playing right now. It is an overtime game. I'm very excited about watching, but not for – I don't care who wins. I would just like to see Matt Stafford be able to win it. So, there. He's a quarterback, yes. I'll stop.
I just got nothing to say. Like, I got nothing to follow up with. I mostly am concerned about what's in this bag. I keep looking at this bag. And I took a picture and put it on ChatGPT, and it was like, I'm not sure what those are. That's what ChatGPT told me.
It's not a poppy seed, right?
No, it's not poppy. Poppies are tiny little black seeds. No.
So it's not an opioid or anything?
No, it just has a very unique thing. And they definitely these are not obviously from the same thing, but like this one came from a 3-sided thing. This one only came from a 2-sided thing. I just have so many questions, and I just want to know what the heck they are. Somebody says ginkgo nuts. Let me look up that while you're talking.
Well, I mean, I don't know, but and guys, it's whatever it is, it's not going to be my only source of healing.
They're not ginkgo nuts. They're not.
I am going to do exactly what my doctor tells me to do. Now, I can play around with some things that Jamie tells me, and I'll play around with this over here. But I'm also going to go to the doctor, okay?
Yeah.
So don't think I'm not going to take this seriously, all right? I am, but I can't do anything until my appointment on Wednesday. And then I don't really understand this over here. Listen, I see it with things about me, and I see it with things about Rebecca now. People are kind of demanding to know everything. And so ultimately, what does it matter? The lady is on a ventilator and she's very sick.
They don't know. Like, if you want to know the truth, they don't know. She's
sick. And with me, cancer is cancer. And why would you demand to know what stage? And sheesh, people, just sheesh. Yeah. Just let's talk and let's just enjoy each other, and just don't be so demanding. Just give a few prayers out if you pray, and if you don't, then move on. All right. People are just so darn curious, Jamie. They're just so curious.
We don't know. And that goes for kind of all things right now. We don't know. And I thank you for caring about my friend.
Yeah.
And for someone that's been good to our family. And of course, for being so sweet and supportive to Lester and thoughtful around him. But we know that so many of you are going through so much as well.
A lot worse than us, guys. A lot worse than us.
A lot worse. So we're sending out prayers just as much as well. We're not the only ones going through something, and we won't be the only ones going through something. So it goes through the we're all survivors of something. It just stands true, and we'll survive this too. And Lester will probably milk this a little bit for a while, and we should all expect that in doses, multiple size doses, and that's okay.
Just because I've been humming that song, I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, and then the bull named Fu Manchu, okay? You all know the song I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Who sings that darn song?
Tim McGraw.
Sometimes you have to live like you were dying.
Tim McGraw.
Yeah, it's crazy, guys, the kind of things that your mind will make you do. But I'll tell you what, I am I'm not like that sick. All right. So just allow me to figure out what's going to happen on Wednesday. We'll go from there. All right. But no matter what, I'm not riding the back of Carl, and I'm not getting on the back of Chucky Poo. Okay. I'm not going to be that guy.
What about Roman?
Well, I don't know if I want to be black and blue. You know, I'll get on his back if you want me to. If the internet demands it, I'll do it. But
no, crazy. The fact that we got a blanket on him. Do people know about that event yet?
I videoed it and I talked about it, but I did not show anything yet. Okay. So I talked about the fact that I was able to blanket Roman last night by myself, and then tonight Jamie was here, and I says, just back up and watch this. I literally made her back out of the way and just give me space.
I stood completely still though and kept talking the whole time so that Roman would know I was there and wasn't questioning it. And I was fully impressed because Lester did it alone, and Roman stood there for it without being fed treat after treat after treat after treat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He was totally like, all right, this is cool.
Yeah.
I can do it. And I was so proud
of
both of them.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to tell you something, and no one's going to believe this. They're not going to understand it. And then I'm going to probably anger someone when I say this. But here's the problem with getting on Roman. You ready? It's not how tall or how big he is. Sort of it is, though, because we're not going to put a bit into his mouth.
No.
We're not going to put a bit into his mouth because even though the horse people don't like to talk about it, a bit does inflict pain. And that pain is how you teach that horse pressure and release. And so that bit is what you stop that horse with. And the more pressure by pulling back, the more pain you're going to inflict. And so we're not putting a bit in Roman's mouth. We're not.
Absolutely not.
That means that if I do get on his back and I want him to stop, if he doesn't want to, he's not going to. So with any of the other horses,
that gives me chills to think.
I know. And so with the other horses, I have kind of a strategy that I do. You may not like it a whole lot, and I told Jamie, I says, if the horse begins to act like it's going to run off with you, and it won't listen to your commands, because we only have them on a halter. And if you can pull back on the halter, but you're not applying any force, you're not applying any pain. So they may want to run off on you. If they're not going to listen to your commands of whoa, your body language, whoa, and all of the things they've been taught, whoa, then you may have to at least make it where they can't run. And so what I learned with Carl was to take him by the neck and pull Carl's head down. Okay, sorry. If you keep Carl's head pulled down, he can't kick. So we've learned that if you ever have to get in there with Carl, you grab him by the neck and you pull it down. And if his neck is down, he can't kick you and kill you. He can't gut you. With the horse, I was taught this, you pull that rein either left, and I mean you turn that horse's head all the way around if you have to, or you pull it right and you turn that horse's head around. Guess what? Now that horse has to stop running. That horse is not going to run off down the pasture with you if his head is turned around, because with that halter, you can pull one side or the other. You get it?
Yeah.
So I hope that makes some kind of sense to you. But I don't even think I have enough strength to pull Roman's head one way or the other.
I don't think you do either. That's
so
the thing.
I really don't think there's any way I'll ever be able to ride him.
And if you would have to hop off, think of your fall. Because of how high he is.
Yeah.
It's not just a slide right off and your legs hit the ground type of thing.
Yeah. So Roman's a wonderful fella, and he's already lived a really long and hard life, and we're going to let him just coast it out.
Think about how far we've come, though, in that year that he's been here, though.
Yeah.
Getting a halter on him, being able to treat an injury, being able to get a blanket on him.
Hoof care.
Being able to get his hooves done without any medications, like all of those things.
Put the saddle on, and I got him halfway in a trailer.
Yeah.
So those are the things that we really want to make sure we can do is load him if we have to for an emergency reason. We have to load him. We have to load him. Get his hooves taken care of the best that we can.
Yeah.
Obviously we don't need to saddle him, but I love the fact that he allowed me to. Just the trust that he says, you know what,
He's
guess,
like, I'll let this guy
go
do
ahead,
whatever.
old man.
Like,
do whatever you want to do, old man. Just whatever. Just.
I did learn something about a bit this week, and I'm not I don't believe in bits either, but some of our horses are very, like, that is their signal to, it's serious to ride. I learned that they make one that is a leather. It's just a piece of leather.
So what? A bit?
A bit that's just a leather bit instead of any metal in their mouth.
Okay.
And that is the most gentle thing to be for horses that like only know that is the work, type of thing.
Huh.
So I learned about that, and it's not that you can't move on, but like watching Prim not want to stop whenever you pull back, because she doesn't realize that you're pulling back so hard because it's only around her face. She only knows a bit.
Yeah.
There are things that are like they don't inflict pain, I guess is what I'm saying. There are ways to do that. So I just didn't want that to be something that we got debunked about, or that people like, wait, there's these things. I did learn about them this weekend, actually.
Yeah. And listen, I kind of think it's like the way that you raise your children, to each his own. You raise your kids the way you want to raise your kids, and we'll take care of our horses the way we want to take care of our horses. And in our horse care, we would just prefer not to be sticking bits in their mouths. Yeah. And it's just a choice, but we're not knocking you.
No.
You know, if you do, and we're not trying to say anything about you and your horses. We're just saying what we don't want to do with ours. And then just sharing the information about a bit and about the inflicting of the pain and whatnot. I'm not making that up. That's just a fact. And horse people know it, but they don't always want to talk about it, you know? So that's why we don't use bits.
Yeah.
And even a hackamore, Jamie, even the hack. So as the bit puts the pain inside the mouth, the hack does it to the chin. You know about the squeezing of the chin, the chain, and the squeezing right there, the chin. It may not be inside the mouth, but now you're taking all that horse's chin and just squeezing it to get that horse to react to your commands. And so we're just going to not do either one of those. But we don't mind if you do. Your horses, you do what you want to, right? So this week, anything special going on? Of course, we talked about what I have on Wednesday. Do you want to talk about what's going to happen tomorrow?
I'm nervous because what if it doesn't happen?
Oh, it may not happen. Okay. So we will not talk about what might happen tomorrow.
You may just,
because it may not happen.
It may not. You may get surprised Tuesday morning with something that happens tomorrow. That's what I'll say. But my video for tomorrow of what happened today, we had some stuff go down at Longhorn Lester's this morning, which was the beginning reason why I didn't drive over. Got that all settled and then calmed down enough to clean out the pantry. So a little event happened at Longhorn Lester's. Everybody's okay. Everybody's okay. But there is a video coming tomorrow that I can't wait for you to see.
Right. Keep talking just for a second or so. Just for a second. Just keep on talking. I got to watch one thing.
I also made sure to include, I think, everyone, if not almost everyone, at Longhorn Lester's in said video for tomorrow morning as well. It was not a Thursday event. I guess it could have been considered Thursday-ish, but it was Sunday. It was today that it happened. But anyway, it was not a dream. It really happened. So you'll see tomorrow morning.
Yep.
I also am working on a video about the mini pearl because I know a lot of people have been emailing me and asking me about what's going on. So that'll come out later this week as well, and probably, hopefully, an update. I have a conference call with them on Tuesday.
Well, good luck on that, because I know you want to get that thing up and running right.
Yeah.
And it's too new.
Way too new.
To already have mechanical issue. That's my opinion. So anyway, update on Daisy. So that's the neighbor's horse next door, and Daisy's doing great.
I was going to say, today I saw her walking with no limp. I actually made a video of her each day since it happened to show the progression, and I'm very pleased to see how she's walking.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think that she is making, like, I don't think she's running through pastures or anything like that, but for what happened to her, or what looks like what happened to her, she's doing very well. All things considered, that her and Grandpa Horse are remarkably resilient.
Yeah. So, and then someone says, can you possibly, would they ever replace the Mini Pearl with a new one? I don't know what they'll do.
I don't know.
We don't know what they're going to do, but the problem with it, and I want you to wait for Jamie's video, but the biggest issue is if something has to be like a major repair, nobody wants to see their new RV have to undergo major anything.
Literal dismantling.
Yeah, that's just not right.
Yeah.
So, well, I do believe we're about to see a field goal coming up on this Rams game. And after that, we can say the game is over and I'll stop looking over there.
So Daisy's injury is not a snake bite. It literally is like to me, it looks like her hoof got stuck in something and part of her hoof, the hoof wall has been removed. Like it is open and dangling. I imagine that it'll eventually fall off. But it is, it's still showing drainage, which is perfect. Her whole leg is not swollen. That's also perfect. She's eating, she's drinking, she's putting weight on it. So I feel really good, all things considering she's a wild horse. Like ultimately, this is a wild animal who's also not ours.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing is she does not want you to handle her, and she's not ours.
Yeah.
So, and we're not going to trap her or rope her.
No.
We're not going to do that.
No, but they really are survivors, and they're special to us. They were special the second that we met them. And I know that it's hard to be in your shoes and not know and not be able to do. It's even harder to be standing 3 feet from her and not be able to do and to help and to care for. But we do the best we can with the circumstances that we have. And like I said, they're pretty dang resilient and remarkably independent.
Will they call a timeout and ice the kicker? We will find out here momentarily. Nope, snap, kick, up, and good. And the Rams have advanced and the Bears have been eliminated. Sorry, Chicago. But Matt Stafford moves on. Who would have known that? That was a good one. That was not in my bracket. I picked the Bears to win.
Oh, my God.
What? It's
That's
okay.
The third wrong thing.
Well,
I
Jamie,
feel so bad.
I make a lot. Yeah, choosing a bracket is difficult.
I know. I just feel so bad. It's like that.
I mean, think about it. You have an LA team playing in a blizzard over here in Chicago.
I think that's probably what affected the Texans too.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure it did. But Rams won that one. We can stop talking about it now. Actually, our hour's up anyway, guys. Our hour's up. We've had you for an hour. Thank you so much for putting up with us and being here tonight for a live video and just being who you are. We certainly appreciate you. Just keep in mind about the scammers that are out there and don't fall for that mess. Ain't no one going to be asking you for money around here. So do not fall for that. And even if they want to just talk about casual conversations, guys, is if you don't know who you're talking to. And why would you even talk to I know you think it's Lester or Jamie or my dad or somebody else, but you got to really know. And none of us are going to reach out and contact you. I'll let that go. I don't mean to get fixated on it, but my biggest worry in life, because I've seen it happen, is people get scammed. Happened to me, and I lost lots of money. My mom lost lots of money. The Arms family lost lots of money from really smart scammers. So y'all just be careful with all of that. Just be careful.
Y'all, we love you so very much. We hope you stay well, you stay safe, you stay warm. We are so grateful you give us the greatest gift of all, which is your time. We love you, and we will catch you on the next video.
All right. Coffee clinks in the morning, guys. Coffee clinks in the morning, okay? See you guys at 7 our time for our coffee club. All right. Good night, everybody.
Acres long of wood wooden wire, foot to ground, he walked that line. The hardest thing he ever did was just to reach the other side. Walk that mark, the changes of a different life to come. He didn't walk to prove he could, but because the other side was home. You can be broken and still belong. You can feel beaten and still be strong. You can find your herd, your kind, your tribe. Herds, they never lie. He made that wall, and one by one they came along that fence line. Not with a stance or lowered head, just watching as he climbed. They met him first along that wire, stood with him every day since then. And when his walk came to a close, they met him there again. You can fall and get up again. You can hurt and still live with pain. You can still be called to something more, and your faith will still remain. You can be lost and still find home. You can lose the things you think you own. You can find your herd, your kind, your tribe. And herds, they never lie. You know herds, they never lie.